Hello again everyone, I hope you are all doing really well and have been making bank on the markets. It has been my one true wish for all of you. I thought I would make a video updating on another of my favourite stocks that I am accruing in my portfolio, that being obviously Contextlogic, aka Wish. In my last video on Wish, I thought that the stock had found the bottom of a wide trading range at around the $9 price point, and at least for the past week, I have been seemingly right, with the stock rising as high as $10.30 by Wednesday. However, it seems the stock may come close to testing that $9 mark again, as we have seen a heavy pullback on the stock just yesterday with no real catalyst. As a result, we saw Wish stock closing at around the $9.50 mark yesterday, representing a 6% decline on the day. Now, there has not been much in the way of company news. However, there has been some general commentary that has been positive for the outlook of the stock, particularly in the area of analyst price targets. So I want to have a little bit of a look at that, as well as diving into a bit of a technical analysis around the stock. Interestingly, there hasn't been too much negative content put out about the stock, which is perhaps a further bullish signal for Contextlogic, even with the impending class action, which, as I've covered before, I think is not going to amount to much other than a nice payday for some parties' lawyers who are involved in all of this. Anyway, let's get into it and have a look at some of the stuff that's being said about Wish lately. So just to start with, we can see that generally speaking, Contextlogic has been on a downward trend for much of the past month. There was a small reversal in this trend for most of the past week, however. That is, of course, until the heavy sell-off which the market saw yesterday, resulting in Wish giving back much of the gains it had recently added to its stock price. Now, there has not been much said about Contextlogic in the press lately. However, there was a particularly bullish article with some optimistic price targets given for the stock from Investor Place 2 days ago. I'll read you some of the highlights, however I'll link the full article in the comments for you. So it starts with: Contextlogic stock soared last month on the back of meme mania. The retail crowd took a particular liking to this stock and pushed shares more than 50% higher in a matter of days. That rally has since fizzled out in July, and meme traders have moved on to the next stock. We think it's time to buy the dip because Wish stock is as solid as ever. We think it's worth rallying behind Contextlogic once the meme stock craze has died down, because its strong underlying fundamentals will push this stock to $20 by the end of the year. So nice optimistic price target there. So other parts of the article include Wish stock is a bargain at its current price. So the story here is fairly simple. People love discount shopping. Discount stores like Dollar Store, TJ Maxx and Ross are hugely popular. Despite everyone's love for discounting shopping, most of this variety of shopping still takes place in person, unlike other forms of shopping. There's this typo there. Digital sales account for over 30% of total sales for apparel shopping and consumer electronics shopping, for example. Sooner or later, some platform will emerge as the Amazon.com of discount shopping. We believe Wish.com will be that platform. For one, the company is already the largest online discount shopping platform on the planet. Therefore, they will continue to benefit from network effects inherent to online marketplaces. More buyers will attract more sellers, which will in turn attract more buyers, and so on and so forth. We're also extremely bullish on the people behind the company. Wish.com isn't run by retail folks, it's run by leading software engineers and data scientists who are passionate about creating robust machine learning algorithms to create the most hyper-personalized online discount shopping experience in the world. And it has a section about the team at Wish only getting stronger. And the team is only getting better. Just last week, Contextlogic announced the appointment of Farhang Kasai, I think I said his name right, as Chief Technology Officer. Kasai is a former bigwig software engineer at Google. When he oversaw the development and rollout of full-stack commerce capabilities across Search, YouTube, Assistant and Local, as well as Google Express local shopping and delivery products. So he's got a lot of experience, this person that brought in online retail. We have faith that the tech-first team behind Wish.com will continue to create the discount industry's best machine learning algorithms. This will result in a platform where a best-in-class personalized shopping experience ultimately enables consumers to find the best products at the best prices at the best times. If they can pull this off, then Contextlogic will someday be a very big company, and Wish stock simply isn't priced for that. At just $10, Wish stock is trading at just over 2 times sales. That's an absolute steal for a hyper-growth e-commerce company. Buy Wish stock now and enjoy watching it break $20 before the year is out. So big call, they're expecting it to get to $20 by the end of the year. Now, if you take that $20 price target listed in the article and the current share price, that represents more than a doubling of the stock price. And the article thinks it could occur within a year. For me as an investor, this is really exciting to read about, to see other people who support my outlook for the company, and vindicates my strategy for trying to accrue the stock. At current, I hold 50 shares which I have accrued through regular trading, and also have a 400 stock position which I'm buying and selling into regularly and accruing some of the stock as I do so. So I am still quite actively pursuing Contextlogic. Now, I will admit that when the meme stock rally occurred around Wish, that was what brought me into the stock initially. However, I am actually a true fan of the stock now. I think this was a real winner that the Reddit crowd got onto, which is why I've continued to accrue it. Also, I have to agree with much of the sentiment in the article. I think going forward, Contextlogic will benefit from not being as popular with the Reddit crowd, as I think this has been the catalyst for much of the volatility the price has seen in the last month. So with regard to that, it has been pleasing to see that Contextlogic is slowly descending the list of the most discussed stocks. It still ranks quite highly at 13 on what's spoken about on Reddit, but as you can see, there has been a downward trend in the amount of times it enters discussion. This is perhaps a sign that the short squeeze play is no longer a thing, and also reflects that many traders have probably moved on from Contextlogic as they no longer see it as a potential short-term large profit trade. Now, to add another data point in, I'm bringing some stuff that comes from my broker app. So Contextlogic is covered by 11 brokers, all of which have a hold or higher rating, and the majority of which either rate it as a buy or a strong buy. So even if you don't think that that $20 price target from the Investor Place article was realistic, it's still good to know that there is a lot of positive sentiment for the stock and a good outlook according to a lot of brokers. And just to give you some further perspective, some of the brokers that I'm referring to have offered price targets of, at the low end, $13 from Evercore ISI up to $22.83 from MarketBeat. So there seems to be a strong probability of potential upside for the stock, ranging from 35 to 150% based on the current $9.50 price mark, making me think at this stage I wish I owned more of the stock. Well, that is about all I'm going to talk about on the stock. I personally think that the Contextlogic share price, barring any major negative news, both for the company and the market in general, has a lot of potential upside, and therefore I'm remaining quite bullish on it. What do you guys think about the stock valuations? Do you think $20 is too high, or do you think it is a realistic valuation for the stock, given what you know about its current prospects? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching again, guys. If you enjoyed the video, I would encourage you to leave a like. It's a great way to help a small content producer like myself. Also, if you want to receive more updates on stocks I'm following, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. As I've said sort of throughout this week, I'm hoping to set this channel up as a bit of a social enterprise in the near future, and really appreciate the support I have received taking the channel in that direction so far. So with that said, guys, may the markets trade in your favor. See you next time. Cheers.